Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to talk about what is taking place within the crypto markets over the last couple of days and the stock market. And there's a lot of people that were freaking out over the weekend, and it was basically all for nothing. And I'm going to explain some things to you because a lot of people need to grow some tough skin, and you also need to be mentally tough to be a part of what's getting ready to take place this year, because if you're not, you're going to end up making some really bad mistakes. Now, before I go any further, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. If you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the comment section. Now, folks, I want to say this because many of you are acting like you've never seen crypto volatility before. For the last 3 years, we have suffered through so many different things. We saw what happened with Luna and all the crypto banks that crashed, and then FTX. You guys have been through all these things. You guys have seen some really wild swings in the crypto markets. When Bitcoin goes down, the alt markets go down even more by a percentage. And if you guys don't understand that, and if you guys can't develop thick skin, this may not be for you. And if you're complaining that much, then you need to learn how to trade. Instead of watching all these prophets give you false prophecies, you need to take that time out and watch videos on learning how to trade. Or at least take the time out to watch people who know what they are talking about when it comes to reading the charts and forecasting the markets. And there's always been crypto volatility. There's always been wild swings within the crypto markets. Now, concerning this weekend, and I want to share this because it's not just people dumping, but this is what takes place. You guys have to know that there are millions, probably tens of millions, if not more, trading bots that are buying on the low and selling on the high. KuCoin is a perfect example of an exchange that you can copy and paste other people who have created successful bots. You can also create bots to attach it to your trading account, right? Not necessarily on an exchange, but you can use a bot to connect to your trading account that will do and execute all the trades that you program it to do. So that's part of the crypto dumps that we've been experiencing. And this one was a pretty deep dump when it came to the altcoins. And all these bots are working in unison together. And sometimes even before the bots start dumping, you have whales that are dumping, right? Because they're looking at the same chart as everybody else. All these people who know how to trade, when they look at the charts, they're seeing the same thing. Okay, all the markets are getting ready to drop. Bitcoin's getting ready to drop. This investment, this stock is getting ready to drop. So there are things that can trigger what just took place, with the drop in the crypto markets. There are things that can trigger this. There is news that can trigger these things, but ultimately, mostly it's the bots that are dumping. In this whole thing with the fake chat GPT system, they basically used the American models as their base. But guess what? Bitcoin never went down past 90,000. The crypto markets are still strong. Just because your meme coin dumped 60% doesn't mean that reflects the entire market. Yes, a lot of coins did drop. Okay, but you know what? I started buying XRP when it was at 35 cents and 60 cents, stacking up for years. So do you think that I'm at a loss? No, I'm not at a loss. And I've done that. I FOMO'd in on XRP. I bought some before the drop. But you know what? That's fine, because guess what? I got more less than $2. And then the whole thing with the Trump tariffs, and to be honest, I thought Trump was going to ease into all of this. So that was kind of like a 1-2 punch on the markets. But when it came to the stock market, as you can see right here, the Dow is still above 44,000. So we didn't see a market crash as some people were predicting or prophesying. We had somebody that was prophesying this massive market crash, and they've already been getting prophecies wrong, but there was the expectation from people in the wealth transfer community that this was going to happen. And guess what? Was there a wealth transfer? Was there a crypto market crash? The Dow's at 44,000. The S&P is at 6,000. The NASDAQ is at still above 19,000. The NACE is still above 19,000. When you see the Dow go from 44,000 to 40,000 and then the 35 and then the 30, that's when you know that the market crash is coming. There's a number of people that I listen to on YouTube that make very accurate calls when it comes to the crypto and the stock market. More accurate in many cases, most of the time, than the prophets. If you follow somebody who is really good at reading the charts, you could prophesy off of that all day. And let's go ahead and take a look at the cryptocurrency markets. It's still a $3 trillion market cap, 3.24. There's no market crash there. There was no transfer of wealth that took place unless you bought on the dip. You see Bitcoin is still at 99,000. Ethereum is almost at 2,800. XRP is at $2.64. And I did buy some when it did flash crash to below $2. The markets are going to dip again at some point. There's going to be volatility within the crypto markets. And the thing about it is, are you prepared? Are you in position? I think with what happened with the markets, were people really ready for a flash crash? Because when it happens, it's going to be quick. And I got a special video coming out about that because somebody got some XRP in a flash crash and they ended up losing it all because they made one mistake. So this is our time, folks. Whether you are swing trading or whether you are buying and holding, there was massive opportunity here. Massive opportunity. Because some of these dips with some of these coins were huge and they recovered. A lot of these coins recovered very nicely. Look at Bad Idea. It's up in the last 24 hours, 114%. Do you know how many people would kill for that who are stock traders? Now, hopefully you guys have learned from this and that you guys won't freak out every time the markets dip. This is cryptocurrency. This is what you've been experiencing for the last 3 to 4 years, and some of us even longer. When you look at Bitcoin's sitting at $99,271. It didn't dip past 90,000 or 80,000 or 70,000, right? As some people thought that it was going to do, but it didn't do that. And we've seen Bitcoin, especially over the last several months, go over 100,000, dip to 92,000. Go over 100,000, dip to 92,000. Go over 100,000, dip to 92,000. And then this happens and everybody freaks out, as if we hadn't seen this before. So that's all that I have for this today. And hopefully you guys develop a lot thicker skin going into 2025 and expect volatility. I'm expecting short squeezes in the markets. I'm expecting the markets to swing up and down. And by the time that this year is ending, you should be doing very, very well for yourself. If not a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. Because there's no excuse unless you're selling off and then you FOMO back in at a higher price. Right? While you guys are still stacking Zion oil at 10 plus cents, right? There are other investments that are bringing you in money right now. When you guys are still buying dinar, and yet you have investments that are taking off right now. A lot of people are going to miss out in this wealth transfer. A lot of people are going to miss out on this crypto and stock bull run and taking advantage of the volatility. A lot of people are going to miss out. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.